getting these 2-inch blocks.
Just the ones on the top.
Just the ones on the top. There's 40 of them. How much is it per block?
You originally said 10, but you told me that's too much. I'm gonna go with $5.75.
$5.75. That's probably pretty accurate. I'm thinking it's a little bit less.
You're thinking 3 is what you said.
Not 3, maybe like 4. So we'll see.
Jeez.
Yeah, we got all our wood. We got our blocks. How much was it per block?
Justin's original guess was much closer. It was $2.70 a piece.
Yes.
This was a really good deal.
Yes. Definitely not 10. If it was 10, we wouldn't be doing this project. All right, time to get to work. Okay, so I got it all graded out better. It's not perfect. I'm trying to do better than the firewood shelter here, but I'm gonna do these 4-inch solid blocks as my base. So really that section was just a little bit low. Brought it up a little bit. I have a little bit of rock to fill in if I need it. Oh, I'm out of breath. Okay, so it's gonna be 20 feet this way and then 10 feet. So I'm gonna get my 20 feet here first. And then I gotta square everything else off. And then we have all the pallets. And we'll see how it goes. If I was building it out of steel like I originally planned, I knew exactly what I was doing. But kind of like the firewood shelter, it's kind of a puzzle. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I got the first row pretty much done. It's pretty straight, it's not bad. Not perfect, but it's pretty good. So 20 feet, these are 16-inch blocks, should have been exactly 15 blocks, except they're not 16-inch blocks. They're like 15 and a half or 15 and 3/4 or something like that. So I'm like 3.5 inches short. So now I have to cut a block, try to cut a block just 3 inches to get it all the way to the end there before I go. I'm either gonna do, oops, okay. Then I gotta go 10 feet there and then 10 feet there and then 10 feet back this way. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna get this done today. It's already 2 o'clock, so got like 3 hours before it's dark, and we'll see. It's going slow. I definitely didn't grade it down far enough, but the tractor was having a hard time because the dirt's really wet. It's kind of clay, and the rear blade was doing okay, but it just wasn't taking much at a time. It's kind of hard to grade with when it's this muddy, but I'm just taking the Pulaski there and kind of digging a trench as I go. Okay, I got this side done. It's quite a bit lower in the hill than I was expecting. I'll probably have to kind of grade that down just a little bit. But now I'm gonna work over here. Got it kind of squared up. 7 blocks this way and then 7 more this way. Yeah, I still don't like doing this part, but gotta be done. Moving on. And the blocks are done all the way. This is gonna be the actual opening into it, building a wall there just in case the wind decides to come from that way, but most of the time the wind comes from that way, which is why I faced it this way. The only thing left to do, so that's kind of how the pallets are gonna go. It's gonna be 2 high, and they're 10'8", but so I gotta cut them, but anyways, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that still. The last thing to do is I'm gonna get a board and go from here to there and make sure that's still level. I had a string going, so it should be pretty darn close. But this is a Justin project, so it's probably not perfect. It's just okay. Let's check it out. All right. I know it's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. I think I'm gonna have to take it because in order to fix that, I don't know what I would do. So close enough for me. Hopefully it doesn't mess me up later, but should be good. It's now 4:30, sun's setting soon. So I'm gonna go see if Hannah needs help finishing her project for the day. All right, see you tomorrow. Good morning, Anakin. Got the doodles out today, running around. So it's time to start building the walls with the pallets. So yesterday I set that one there. So I have 6 that are exactly the same with 2x4s, and these are 44 inches apart. But then I have 2 that are like these 3x3s, and they're like 37 inches apart, which kind of messes me up. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So what I'm gonna end up, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So I have 8 of them, but I have 2 that are gonna end up shorter. So I gotta figure out how to do that. And then that front wall I was just planning on like framing out just with 2x4s. So anyways, trying to figure out how to do that. Hannah is building a fence around our well and cistern because the cows will be over there and we don't want them making a mess and contaminating our water cistern. It's early, I can't talk. All right, back to it. All right, I got the first row done. Wasn't too bad. I just got to put an end piece on that one. But so now the question is, how do I keep going? I got, like I said, I have 2, 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to explain it right now because yeah, I'll figure it out and I'll let you know. We're moving on. Okay, so I extended this piece. I put the little supports, added another 2x4 that gets me to the right height with the base there. It's kind of holding itself up, but I have Hannah's help right now, so we're gonna put this side piece up, and then we have to leave for a couple hours and do some stuff. So let's get that one done before we have to go. All right, so everything's up. That's how tall the front's gonna be. And I'm framing out what's gonna be the front piece. Although now I'm thinking about it, I'm short some 2x4s for it. And I forgot that I had one more 10-foot pallet that would have been perfect. And then I also have these small ones. Probably could have made it work, but kind of committed to doing it like this now since I just cut 3 inches off a bunch of those. But I guess that's what happens on these projects where you just kind of think about it as you go. So I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot tonight and get some more of those. But now I'm going to start putting in some bracing. And so because all these 2x4s are only held up by these like 1-bys, I'm gonna put a bunch of 2x4s in between all these, and then yeah, that's pretty much. I'm gonna use as much scrap wood as I can find that'll work for that size, and it should be pretty good. I might put some corner pieces here that go like from here to here just to strengthen it up a little bit more. I don't know if I'll need it. I might wait on that until I put the roof on. We'll see what it's like, because right now it's a little wobbly, but once I connect this to this too, it'll be a lot better. So I got to build this wall. Once I have those in, then run the header on that. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm using for the header, if I'm just going to put 2x4s together, or I have a bunch of 2x6s. So I might use that a little bit stronger. So all right, here we go. All right, good morning. It's another day. I just got to work and didn't film this part, which would have been interesting because I did it by myself, even though my wife was right up the hill. But got this in place, got it attached over there. I'm just gonna throw some blocks in the middle so it doesn't wibble wobble. And then I have to figure out how I'm doing I gotta put posts there and figure out how I'm doing the header across. Since it's such a big span, I don't think 2x4 is gonna be enough. So I have to figure out how to do like maybe 2x6s so it's strong, and go from there. What do you think, darling?
It's great. I'm so excited
Yeah.
for our cow that might be pregnant and due in January or maybe now October.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's a good one. Do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Okay, making progress. I got the header up. I had to add some extra 2x4s there for support, but we're all good. It's a little wobbly, but I think once we get the joists up, tie everything together, we'll be good. If not, I can add some extra bracing. But doing pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm ready to start throwing up the joists. I gotta cut each one just a little bit to make it work with the roof panels. All right, got all the joists up and nailed down. Now I got to do like the fascia pieces, and those are the hardest ones because it's hard to like hold it up and nail it, even with two people.
When you're at the gym and you're carrying all those weights, this is why.
Hannah's finishing a long day of work on the farm.
Farmer carry. Holy cow.
Good
This
job.
green one's so heavy.
Okay.
So much heavy.
All right, so we picked up all the roof panels. I started putting the slats up, just trying to see where we're at. So since these are used panels, there's already holes in them. So I put the slats where the holes are. So I got the first row. We're gonna do an 8-foot piece. We're gonna do the whole bottom. And then I'm gonna have to cut a 4-foot piece, and then it should overlap by like an inch or two, as long as I measure everything right, hopefully. So as you can see, I started the siding. I did the whole bottom row of the roof, but I need to get some more 1x4s for the slats up top. And today is Thanksgiving, if I haven't said that, and we have to leave in about an hour. So I'm just gonna try and get a bunch of the bottom done, but now I'm seeing that I might have to cut the back. Anyways, I'm gonna get as much done as I can. Here we go. All right, that's gonna have to be it for today. All right. Good morning. It is another day, and I'm tired of it pounding in posts. So kind of just got at it again. Hannah ran to Home Depot and Tractor Supply real quick because I needed 1x4s to do paneling. So I am putting in posts for the little corral pen thing area. So we got these 16-foot hog wire panels. I'm gonna put one there, and then one here, and then there's gonna be a gate right there, which is the gate's right there. All right, we got the panels up on the side. Now we're putting in this post for the gate, and Hannah loves this part, huh?
This is my favorite.
Well, I dug the hole. We didn't have to do that part.
Justin, I've been pounding in steaks for the past 4 days.
Let me see those arms.
I don't even want to talk to you right now.
Let me see those biceps.
Nope, we're done.
Let me see those
Nope,
biceps.
Get out of my face. Leave me alone.
Do you love farm life?
Interesting. No. I want to go on vacation.
We can't afford vacation. We just built a cow shelter.
I know. If my cow's not pregnant, I might cry.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, we got to get back to tamping. All right, the gate is in, and I'm gonna keep going on the siding. There we go. And it's a mess, but it's done for now. What do you think?
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Look at that.
Some husbands buy their wives flowers, and you build me cow shelters. Thank you, darling.
Yes.
It's perfect.
It was a lot of work.
It was going to be a day of work.
I could have this done in like 2, maybe 3 days. Yeah. This was 5 days.
5 days. At least.
Well, it was a day just doing the blocks. That sucked. Yeah. But then also helping with fencing and having to run errands and
Helping with fencing.
yeah, it's just things. Now we're trying to, so Hannah has all the fences done, so now we're trying to get the cows over in this area, and she was the opposite of successful.
She's uninterested. She was on the opposite direction of the...
Yeah, that's what I meant. She went to the opposite side of the property.
Yeah.
But we do have a broken down quad out in the field that's been there for a little over a week.
About 2.
Almost 2 weeks. So I tried to go jump start it. It's not a dead battery, it's something else. So that's unfortunate. So we're gonna go tow that back, and yeah.
Maybe
we'll
bring the cows.
Maybe try. Yeah, we'll try bringing cows.
I doubt it.
We'll try. And then yeah, we'll show a quick clip of everything done and cleaned up, and that's it for now.
Yay!
Thank you.
Good job, love.